Cookie dough from the grocery store is engineered for uniformity. But when you make your own cookie dough or you buy it from bakeries like Jinx, you've got a lot more options. After all, cookies can look different on the outside, but on the inside, they're all the same ingredients, right? It's like using the manual setting on a good camera instead of auto. You can adjust the ISO, the aperture, the shutter speed, and craft your picture exactly the way you want. When you know the factors to make your perfect picture of a cookie, you can test, adjust, adjust until you get it just right. Now, the way I like my cookies and the way I bake them for my customers at Jinx is a little bit of height, but not so that they're cakey, crispy on the outside and very soft on the inside, almost like they're raw cookie dough, but not quite. Some of these factors are really obvious and some are not. Factor one, temperature, obvious, right? But you have temperature of the oven, temperature of the pan, and temperature of the cookie dough, which is very important. Next, the size of the cookie. Obviously, the bigger, the longer it's going to take to cook on the inside. Third, how tightly you ball the dough when you put it on the tray. That also plays into the temperature of the dough, and we'll go into more of that later. Fourth, oven rack height. How high up in the oven are you putting the cookie tray? And fifth, bake time. So with those factors in consideration, let me show you how I bake cookies for Jinx customers. All right, remember our cookie dough is very hard, it's very cold, it's set overnight, and measuring out 60 grams, which is the size of cookie that I prefer, and I'm going to just like loosely mound the cookie dough pieces together, not tightly. The cookie sheet is room temperature, it's not hot as well, otherwise you may get that spreading effect. Let's move to the oven. You can see my rack is toward the top, not all the way, and I'm going to set my temperature for 425 and an alarm for 5 minutes. So about 5 minutes later, we're going to knock it down to 350. Don't really need to open the oven door, it's going to move down gradually. And then 5 minutes later, pull them out. You can see the tops are a little bit brownish, which is perfect. So remember the 5 factors. Temperature. The warmer everything is before you bake it, the more that cookie is going to spread out. Next, the size of the cookie. And after that, of course, how tightly you pack that cookie together before you put it on the tray. Fourth, the oven rack height. I like to put it up a little bit toward the top of the oven. And fifth, bake time. Are you going to split it up? Do you want to set that crust initially and then cook the inside more slowly? Or do you want the whole thing crispy, or do you want the whole thing soft? So that's about it for this quick video. Please let me know what you think about this in the comments. If you like it, subscribe, hit the little bell if you want to be notified when the next video drops. And I'll see you soon. Thanks.